change for sure. I think that will definitely affect the players and all that, and the fans in a good way.
Richard, you're from my hometown of Tampa.
Come on, man. Tampa, baby.
That's right. So when you were making your college decision of Florida, had you been kind of locked in on the Gators? Because, as you know, Tampa, Florida State more so than any other school. How much were you locked in on any other schools?
Man, being from Florida is definitely, I know, being from Florida is definitely was a big issue. Staying close to home was very important to me. My mom would come see me. It's an hour and a half drive, so that's why not? And it's an SEC, and it's a good school. It's a great education, so and it ticked all the boxes for me. So it was the best decision I made so far.
Was there a second who was second place in recruiting in your decision?
So I don't really like to categorize it, but I had my top schools were Florida. Back it's been a while, so like Florida, Clemson, Auburn, all that. No order really, just all those places were great and all that, and great in their own way.
How's the blocking scheme this year versus the offense that you ran before with Coach Mullen? What kind of slight differences or big differences do you have this year in your responsibilities?
There's really no difference when you play offensive line. You have to make the block as long as everybody is on the same track. Like Coach Sale always says, 5 equals 1. So let me explain that. So if 5 guys does everything right, then everybody's doing everything wrong. Right. So if 4 guys doing something right and 1 guy's doing something wrong, we all look bad and stuff like that. So we always just preach about 5 equals 1, and then that's our motto going around.
Well, I mean, there's zone scheme, gap scheme, different things like that. Are you doing more of one type of blocking, or
I prefer not to say. We just running the ball really.
Gotcha. What about tempo? You think we might see a little bit more tempo from you guys this year?
I don't know. It depends on the team. Just depending on the game and how the defense lines up and all that. If we can get them, then it just depends on the game scheme.
So how do you help Anthony with all the hype and expectations behind him and now being the guy from the jump?
Yeah, man. It's like a big brother. That's like I'm like his big brother for sure. Seeing him mold into a starter, work his way, coming from like injuries and all that. So being that guy is truly refreshing. To be honest with you. I know he's going to do great this year because I'm going to block my tail off just to protect his blind side for sure, and not do anything to protect our quarterback.
Being a vet, you've seen all kinds of different Tennessee types of teams. How different was last year's Tennessee team that was a little bit more competitive versus the ones you had seen prior to?
Explain on that. I'm sorry.
Just how different was your meeting with Tennessee last year versus the year before? Were they more competitive? Were they tough or anything like that?
Shout out to that coaching staff. They're doing a phenomenal job over there. Definitely said they're headed in the right direction for sure. They definitely gave us a run for our money for sure.
Where does Tennessee rank in the rivalries for Florida?
Number 1. Every team is number 1. So every game is a rival game. So I don't really put specific on which team is a rival. Every game is a rival because you're a competitor, so you just want to compete and win.
What's one word you would describe Billy Napier with?
That's a great question. Trustworthy, for sure.
Well, with the transition, I'm sure a year ago at this time you guys